A lot of them, not just Amanda. A lot of people who wanted to tell me that they were threatened, harassed, intimidated by others use their kids as excuses to pretend they knew nothing. So I recorded them and I posted it up. Like I said, I trust no one. And I told all these people, if you tell me these things, don't tell me anything you would not tell the police. Now I got all these people who are recorded on my channel admitting to things that, well, they should have come forward with to begin with, but they didn't. And that includes them being afraid for their children and or their children being threatened. These people pushed me to suicide with this shit. That's right. After Natalie disappeared, I had so many people telling me that they had folks threatening their lives. People having to push me on to somewhere else because people were threatening their lives. People throwing me away and telling me about the people who are threatening their lives. And saying, Sean, people are threatening my life. Fucking do something about it. How the fuck do you expect me to do something about it when I'm not heard? I don't have a voice. And many of these other people, they complain that they don't have, well, they don't try using it. They don't try using it. They don't try working together or speaking up together. One at a time, you ain't gonna get jack shit done. Why did I hook up Laura Nelson with Amanda Daniels? Because they're both the parents of autistic children, special needs children who need fucking help. If they don't work together, their kids have a future like mine. And that is bleak. And even worse, they can't even speak. Well, one of them anyway. Here's how it is, though. I'm doing my best to protect these people's names until that's no longer an option. I do my best to protect these people's numbers until it's no longer an option. If you're going to scam me, I'm going to let the world know, and I'm going to let them know to avoid your fucking number. With Amanda, I believe, well, like with many people, her words are up on my YouTube. Many people. So when they say, oh, well, Sean, my children, you know what? I'm doing what it takes to protect your children. I'm doing what it takes to get the predators off the streets. What you're doing is showing us all why it doesn't work. If you have to be afraid for your children, and that's the reason you're not helping, that's the reason you won't come forward or tell the truth, and you want to play victim because the truth is out there, how about instead of forcing me to put it on YouTube, how about you, I don't know, help me to get it into fucking court for Christ's sake? I already objected to Megan Missigatis repeatedly. Megan Missigatis didn't care either. All these people want to use their families as their excuse for looking away, not doing their jobs, misrepresenting the situation, or outright lying to me. Like I said, it wasn't my predators who pushed me to suicide. It was how my loved ones treated me when I went to them for help. That continues to this day. If the things that Amanda said that are recorded on my YouTube channel are true, why did she never make a police report? Why did she never make these calls with me? Megan Mistigatus knew that dumping that shit off on Amanda Daniels, aka Amanda Demet, she knew it was wrong. She knew what she was doing was immoral. But she didn't want the responsibility, I get it. When there's bodies involved, nobody wants to admit they fucked up. The thing is, there's bodies involved. Those who want to be pissed off that I showed the truth, you know what? There's bodies involved. If people are threatening your fucking life, I'm going to take it pretty goddamn seriously. And then when I'm called schizophrenic for saying it. You guys, that's right, I went to you for help, and what did you do? You made me feel horrible for trying. You told me all these stories about how you're being threatened and how you're being harassed and how you're afraid for your fucking kids. Well, if that's the fucking truth, you need to come forward with it. Otherwise, nothing ever happens. My predators at least tried. So my predators are better people than you. Natalie's predators are better people than you. At least they tried. They only looked at one side. They only showed one side, and you didn't fucking care. If you were victimized because of this, and I spoke up, you know what? You let me be victimized for telling the truth. So, yeah, you don't get to play victim. With Amanda Demet, I let her know about this shit all the way. When I was in Virginia, I was in contact with Amanda Demet the whole fucking time. Amanda Demet, she wants to try to hide, like, you know, maybe if she hides, nobody will know. No, these fucking people knew who she was. They knew who she was before Natalie was fucking killed. Holy Christ. Amanda Demet clicked like on almost every post that I made for at least 2 years. So, yeah, they knew who the hell she was. They already knew. When these people said they were going to go after my loved ones, they knew who my loved ones were. They already knew who Amanda Demet was. It's not like it was a big fucking secret. When Natalie died, I didn't keep secrets. There was nothing private on my Facebook. Everything was public. Everything. And all of my friends on Facebook I knew in person. So, now people are dead. I get why people like Amanda don't want to come forward. I don't fucking care. Here's why. It doesn't put just her kids at risk. Puts my sister's kids at risk. Puts me at risk. Puts Laura Nelson at risk. Why the hell doesn't Amanda get that these people are all on my YouTube channel? Because either A, their words show the corruption and we can bring these son of a bitches down, or B, it shows that they were manipulating me, in which case they need to go down. If you're going to manipulate me to the point of suicide, and then you're going to do everything that you can to try to push me to suicide, knowing that your actions and your decisions are exactly what is doing that. Even with training, the mandated reporter training video that I sent, you know what? There's a reason that they made that video. The things that I speak about that you want to pretend are crazy and schizophrenic, they come from those training videos. That shit that I learned as a kid, that shit that they post on YouTube videos so you know what the government is training their people to do. When I go to these folks and I tell them what the lawyer is asking for, and they say, oh, well, you need a lawyer. I know I need a lawyer. But the lawyer is telling me I need you to come forward first. I need you to do this. Oh, well, I'll do that when you get a lawyer. Well, I can't get the lawyer unless you do that. So how about stop being a fucking moron? Stop playing fucking stupid. Now, with each of these folks, I explain it's not just them. It's not just them who didn't give a shit. It's not just them who's telling me that their kids are being threatened. And these folks want to pretend like I'm being selfish because I told. No, I'm not being selfish. It's not just your fucking kids I gotta worry about. It hasn't been since day fucking one. Amanda wanted to say today, of course, being afraid for her kids. Yeah, she said that or types it a few times. Well, don't tell me, tell the fucking cops, god damn it. Every one of you telling me that, you should have told the cops. Because when I tried to turn it in alone, just like I told you, every time I try to turn it in alone, the cops blow me off. That's why Natalie Bollinger got a 9mm through her fucking skull. Because the cops didn't want to listen to me. Because you guys didn't want to listen to me. First time I went to Amanda about the situation was in 2016 while I was still in Virginia. She says she doesn't want to get involved and wants to cite her children. Well, guess what? I want you to do the math there. 2016 to 2022. How many years is that? That's right. My sister was threatened this year.
Kind of, but like...
It's completely batshit bonkers. Now we got quite a bit of wind here. When I was leaving the Walmart, it was super windy. It's starting to calm down now. All these folks who want to play victim after the fact, no, you don't get to. Megan Messigatis should not have dumped all that on Amanda Demet. The fact that I recorded these situations, many of them are on YouTube and Facebook, and there's many more. It's not that I didn't try, it's that people didn't care. It's not that I didn't try, it's that people wasted my time. It's not that I didn't try, it's that others made nothing but excuses not to. Folks who think that sending me a little bit of money now and then or calling me up and arguing with me, oh yeah, they don't call me up, do they? I have to call them. They're too busy. They say they care, but they're too busy, too busy, too busy. I have to understand. I'm expected to understand. But do you guys try to understand? No, the fuck you don't, or you would have spoken up already. Best thing to do when you're being victimized is to speak up and make sure that people are aware so that if something happens to you, they go after the right motherfucker. Situation with Natalie Bollinger, well, she didn't want to get turned in, and I was having a hell of a problem turning her in, or her friends, for any of the shit they were doing. You also get to see how, although I was told none of this stuff was illegal to do to me, it's certainly illegal if I do it anyway. So what gives? If it's illegal to do it, for me to do it back, why is it not illegal for these people to do it to me to begin with? If they're gonna threaten my friends and family, and I let my friends and family know, hey, there's people fucking doing this shit, fucking help. Oh no, Sean, it's fine, just let it go. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Are you really? Are you really thinking about your kids if you're not trying to turn in their predators? No, you're giving those predators opportunity to harm more people. Case in point, Waylon Lolatai. Case in point, Clearview Behavioral Health. And now it's obvious that these people are also aware of the dynamics, and they fear the very dynamics that you guys pretend that I'm schizophrenic for telling you about. Up to and including officers dragging you to a mental institution or a hospital claiming that you're schizophrenic because you tried to turn them in. Amanda knows how corrupt Western Nebraska is. Marcia Estrada knows how corrupt Western Nebraska is. And of course, Megan Mistigatis knows how rotten the whole state is, because she's over on the other end of the state, the people who do have money, the people who do get funding. I just found somebody's purse, I think. What the hell is that? It's not a purse. When you care about somebody, their safety needs to be your top concern. Absolutely. But once there is already a safety issue, then that safety issue needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be dealt with swiftly. Why are so many people dead after Natalie Bollinger got shot in the head? Because nobody cared. The people who see these web sleuth groups and these true crime things, they want to listen to half of it, go after somebody who's innocent. The thing is, if they listen to the whole thing, they'd realize Joseph Michael Lopez shot Natalie in the head, not me. But then again, everywhere I go, I got to worry about this. Everywhere I go, I'm not allowed to defend myself or protect myself. Everywhere I go, the term mentally ill can be used to pretend like I'm a liar, even with the evidence blatant and on fucking YouTube. It's a matter of keeping it out of court. In order to get it into court, you need people like Amanda Demet to actually help. If you're afraid for your family, you need to come forward about that. The American public needs to know that you're afraid. It's not that I didn't try, it's that I had to go to people who are, well, going to find any excuse to look away. There are certain things you just don't say about a man because it denies him any of his constitutional rights. And there are certain things you don't say to a person, especially in this society. When you tell a man about horrible things like that, yes, there are certain things that a real man is expected to do. But what happens when a real man does those things? He's victimized. Moral of the story is don't be a good man. The problem is, how can you look away? For all these people, I don't see how they can look away. I don't understand why, even with Natalie Bollinger getting shot in the head, and with Benjamin Harvey freezing to death, and Selena Not Afraid being found 2 weeks after she disappeared, you know, these are human beings, and you guys just simply don't care. You don't care about innocent people being blamed for things they didn't do. You don't care until it happens to you, and by then, of course, it's too late. There's a lot of people, I tell you, if it's the Jesus view on this, because a lot of people say it's Jesus, a lot of people want to say it's karma. Well, okay, I'll go with both of those. Amanda Demet's got a lot of health issues. Same thing with Megan Mistigatis. Well, that's karma. That right there is karma. That right there is the Jesus giving it to him. Blame whoever you want, whether it be Jesus, karma, Satan, or a Great Dane. My name is Sean.
That's Otis.
Hello, Otis. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
What happened to his leg?
When he was a puppy, he was stray and he was hit by a car.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, he gets on zip line now.
He's a beautiful, beautiful, huge black Great Dane. He's just gorgeous. For those of you that don't know, that's a Marmaduke dog. If you're going to tell me that your family is being threatened and that you're going to allow all of this to happen, well, that's exactly why I speak out. All these people using their kids as an excuse, I said from the beginning I can do things that parents can't do. Absolutely, I am willing to go to prison to keep you and your children safe. I've already done so. Matter of fact, it was for trying to turn in those very predators that you guys keep telling me about. That they're not just predatory towards me, they're predatory towards you, but you never come forward. So they get to play like I'm making it up, like I'm schizophrenic. In reality, all of you are recorded admitting that I told the truth from day one. You were recorded saying those things. And unfortunately, it wasn't until after I was railroaded in court. On the bright side, they caught Natalie Bollinger's killer. Everybody wants to tell me, oh, you know they caught Natalie's killer. Yes, I'm aware. I'm not mentally retarded. If we're going to have this argument for months, well, you're obviously not a very bright feller. Anyway, I want to believe the best in people. But it's hard to believe the best in them when they show you the worst. If you tell me your kids are being threatened, harassed, or assaulted, I'm not going to keep quiet. It's just not going to happen. If you tell me you can't tell the truth because you're afraid for your kids, I'm going to speak up because that needs to not happen. Either you lied to me or you didn't. The fact is, you saying those things is recorded. Anyway, good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper, and no victim left behind.